A very special good morning to all students. I think you all are well at your home. Students, today we are going to start our next chapter, chapter number 5, nouns case. Before that, we have completed our 4th chapter in English language. Now, today we are going to start our next chapter, that is nouns case. First of all, we will understand what is a case. See the definition. Case, a noun may be used as a subject or object or to show possessions. So, we say that the noun is in the nominative case, objective case or possessive case respectively. Next, let's discuss one by one. First of all is the nominative case. What is a nominative case? When a noun is used as a subject of a verb, it is said to be in the nominative case. See the examples here. With the help of example, I will explain to you what is a nominative case. Rita played basketball. I have underlined here Rita. Rita is the subject of this verb. So it is the nominative case. In definition, you see when a noun is used as the subject of a verb. So Rita is the subject of the verb. Second one is objective or accusative case. When a noun is used as the object of a verb, as a name is suggest objective, so object of the verb, it is said to be in the objective or accusative case. With the help of examples, we will discuss this. The man hits the door. I have underlined here the door. The door is the object of this verb. The man is the subject and hits is the verb and the door is the object of the verb. In definition, it is written when a noun is used as the subject of a verb. So, the door is the object of the verb. In the objective case, the next content is direct and indirect objects. What is the direct object or what is the indirect object? The noun naming the person is said to be the indirect object of the verb. The noun that names the thing is said to be the direct object of the verb. Again, I am explaining this definition. The noun naming the person is said to be the indirect object. The naming a person, the noun naming the person is said to be the indirect object of the verb, and the noun that names the thing is said to be direct object of the verb. Let's see the example here, students. I have written the example. With the help of examples, we can understand this difference. Example is, the teacher taught maths to Divya. Step by step, we will understand first of all the teacher, that is the subject of the verb. Taught is the verb. Maths is the direct object. And Divya is the indirect object. And the definition you have seen, naming person. So naming person is here, Divya. And the name of the thing is the maths. So maths is the name of the thing, is the direct object, and Divya is the indirect object. Student, now we will move. The next one is the possessive case. What is a possessive case? When a noun shows possession or indicates the owner of the something, it is said to be in the possessive case. See the example. With the help of examples, we will see the difference. That is Meena's dress. You are seeing here Meena's. That is the apostrophe comma and S. This comma shows the possession. So dress belongs to Meena. The thing belongs to a named person, that is called the possession. So dress is belong to Meena. So it is Meena's dress. So Meena is the owner of the dress. And definition ki when a noun shows possession or indicates the owner. So Meena is the owner of the dress. Something it is said to be in the possessive case. So this sentence is in the possessive case. Friends, our next content topic is formation of the possessive case. How can we formulate a possessive case? See one by one. The possessive case of a singular noun is formed by adding as apostrophe this and as to it. See, the example is here. The dog's leg was hurt. Dogs. Dog, after dog is apostrophe comma and s. Second one, with plural nouns that end in s, we add an apostrophe after s. There are plural nouns which end with the s. We do not need to add s. We add only apostrophe comma. In example, you can see the uniform of nurses. Nurses is the plural noun. When I made the possessive case of this noun, the nurses, I used only apostrophe comma. Uniforms. Second one, the hostel meant for the teachers. The possessive case is the teachers. I used only apostrophe comma. I do not add s. The plural noun which ends with s, no need to add s, only add apostrophe comma. Third one, with plural nouns that do not end with s, we use apostrophe comma or s. The plural noun which do not end with s, we use apostrophe comma or s. In example, you can see books for children. Children is the plural noun. When I make the children's books, so here see possessive case of children. Children's, I put apostrophe comma or s in books. Fourth one, we use apostrophe comma or apostrophe comma or s only with living things. Apostrophe comma is not used with non-living things. Remember this point, friends. We do not use apostrophe comma with to make a possessive case of non-living things. We use only with living things. I cleared this doubt with the help of example. You can see the example is here. We do not say chairs, legs. That is a wrong sentence. It is wrong. The correct sentence, the right sentence is we say the legs of chair. This is the correct sentence. Students, remember this point carefully. We do not use apostrophe comma s with non-living things. We used only with living things. Students, please see the video carefully. Homework I will send you in the next class. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed. Have a nice day.